This is the all-new Community Connection. I'm your host, Jade Harr, keeping you connected to our community. The family of JoJo White, a St. Louis native and one of the greatest athletes to date to ever come out of the metro area, would like your assistance with celebrating our hometown hero. In fact, he is the only present NBA Hall of Famer to come out of the metro area. He attended McKinley High School, and we are celebrating him this year. We wanted to take a few moments to share about a surprise event and ask for everyone's participation in making it a special, special day. I am joined today by Miss Sandra Collier, and we are excited to celebrate with you. Tell us all about this celebration.
Hello, I'm so excited to be talking to you. Actually, my uncle was nominated for the Hall of Fame this year. He's been waiting for years and years, and he finally is to be inducted in September of this year. So there was people were calling, wanting to go up there, and you know, the expenses to go to the actual event are very, very expensive.
Sure.
So they decided to come here for Labor Day weekend, which will be just a few days before he is to actually be inducted, and we were planning a surprise all-white party for him. It'll be September the 6th, Sunday from 4 to 7. It will be a brunch-style menu. There will be entertainment. They'll be doing some auctioning of Celtic memorabilia. There will be a raffle. It'll be a fun time for him and for the community, for the family, for fans, sports enthusiasts, and friends.
Yes.
And so we're asking anybody that would like to participate. The tickets are $25 for general, $50 for the VIP seating area, which will be accompanied with an autographed copy of his biography, Make It Count, and the ability to be able to take pictures in that area with him. He'll be autographing autographs. There'll be individual pictures. It should be a great time. I'm just really excited for him and for the St. Louis community and our family as well.
Absolutely. So tell us about what this may mean to your uncle.
Wow. Actually, you know, when I was really small and I would see him come home and he was so tall and towering, I just always was really curious about him. And as I got older, he always took time with me, no matter how old I was. If I was 13, 14, and I wanted to go and hang out with him, he always took time with me. He took me to the Final Fours. I've gone to many of like playoff games and hang out with the mascots under the basket, just the whole glamour of being part of basketball and the camaraderie that comes with sports. So definitely our family, you know, as he's gotten older, you know, every moment is precious. Every award is special. And we just want to make him feel really honored that, you know, just greatness and just putting the super of the Lord on top of your natural, and you can make anything happen, make your dreams come true. So definitely we just want him to know how proud we are of him, how it's a great historic moment for the city of St. Louis and basketball fans.
For sure. So what has he said? What are his thoughts about being inducted?
Oh, he's so excited. I think he's been waiting on this moment for a long time because I think he's been nominated like 3 or 4 times. So definitely it's really a blessing that he was inducted, because typically you go in like as soon as you come, they start to nominate you, you know, maybe a few years or so after you've done playing. So he hasn't played in the league probably since the late 70s, early 80s. He has still worked in the front office with the Celtics in special projects. And so he's still involved with the team and player development. I mean, he's at all of the games. It just means the world to him to be recognized for the hard work that he has put out there to gain this positivity as far as being recognized as one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Absolutely. That's what the Hall of Fame represents. Now, how old were you when he was toting you around?
Wow. I think I probably like when I first really started even watching basketball, when knowing what was going on, I may have been like 10, 11, but I was always excited about him coming to town because he always took time with the kids. He can beat you in anything. I don't care if it's jack, bolo bag, click clack. When we were small, we would always be upset, jump rope. I don't care what it is. He's very competitive. I don't care if you're a kid. He does not care. He wants to win. So he has always had that winning spirit, and he's not going to give you anything. He's going to give you a competition down to the end.
That's right.
So that's what I always remember him, taking time with us, even with our kid games. He beat us, but he still played with us and took that time with us, definitely.
That is too cute. So you got to see things from a side that many of us could only imagine. Can you describe what that was like behind the scenes,
Wow.
and what are some of the sights and sounds that you can remember?
Yeah, from being really small, we've always, when he pulls up, the Red Sea parts and the fans are over there and you're over here and you're in the green room and you're at the practices and you see them running in these combat boots and, how much work they do that really goes into being a world-class athlete. Mm-hmm. It's not something that you just fall out of bed one day, and I know that my uncle told me that he went to the Marines before he was able to play in the NBA. So he went through the high school basketball, all of the great accolades for the college. He went to University of Kansas. He's a KU Jayhawk. So go Jayhawks. And then when he was finally inducted, ready to be drafted, in the first round, they made him go to the Marines. He had to go to the Marines, and he told me that while he thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen, it actually ended up being one of the best things that ever happened to him, because he said when he actually got to training camp for the Boston Celtics, guys were holding their shorts and bending over and super sick, and he was just running like hyperspeed back and forth. It really prepared him for the grueling schedule. It's basketball season. They're playing almost every night. You're running for an hour, 45 minutes, 48 minutes. I mean, you're in and out of games. And so definitely it prepared him for what was down the road to be a world-class athlete. Mm-hmm. So, just being able to be around the celebrities, the players, that atmosphere, it changed my mind and my life about greatness and what I could have. Wow. I may not have been able to be a basketball player, but he always taught us to be the best that we could be at whatever that was that we were going to do. And so he's always been very supportive, always takes time with us. I mean, it's just amazing. He is a very humble, man. I've had friends that have met him. They just cry because he is just so down to earth. He is just a regular person, and he takes time with everybody that he meets. And so definitely I would want everybody to come out, if you have not had a chance to see a real star, if you have not had a chance to celebrate someone in St. Louis in the sports community, if you have a love for basketball, if you have a kid that needs to have a history lesson, this is a history lesson. This is a legend. Mm-hmm. It's from our area. The climate here, it's changing, but definitely we want to recognize anything positive coming from the community of St. Louis, because St. Louis still has great and wonderful people that have risen up from here and gone on to do great things. So
Absolutely.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So that's not something we would see every day, that level of play and excellence.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
What do you think is, one of your uncle's signature moments?
Well, I believe he played it was 400 and something consecutive games. And he was given the honor of called the Iron Man of the league, meaning that, I don't care if he was hurt. I don't care if he stubbed a toe. I don't care if he sprained a finger. He was out there playing every night, giving it all he had. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, he was also MVP finalist in basketball, 1976 championships. So he's had his number retired at the Boston Garden. He's had his number retired at KU. And so I was able to attend, and my family, we've been able to attend those events, and just to see how special it is to know that all your hard work, that somebody, does recognize that, although we all can't do it, it is something that is definitely a mark of greatness and a wonderful achievement. And we want to do all that we can, as a family, and hopefully invite anyone, in the area that I haven't had a chance to talk to, that I haven't had a chance to reach, to make sure that you take this opportunity to see, a legend and, get an autograph, take a picture, memorialize the moment, because definitely every day counts. Everything is special. And so you want to make sure that we do celebrate what they say, give flowers while people can smell them.
That's the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
And he emulates that in his life and his work ethic and his commitment and humbleness on and off the court. So
yes, ma'am. It
would make sense to return that to him as well. So he played for the Celtics for 12 years.
Yes, ma'am.
What
first round draft pick?
How about that?
And then the movie Glory Road. There's a movie called Glory Road where there is a team that's playing this team from Texas, and he steps on the line, or they say he steps on the line, he is that actual player that did that. So he was explaining to me about how as he came through the league, you know, they would have to get their food in the back room. They would have people throwing bottles and cursing them as they were proceeding to these different venues to play games that, you know, sometimes he was not allowed to come in the front door of hotels and they had to take their food out of the back door of the kitchen. And, you know, these are, you know, the civil rights movement and all these other things are a great part of him growing into this athlete as well. So definitely, you know, like I said, because of just the climate, just to acknowledge the fact that, you know, he did not allow, you know, the name calling, the, you know, whatever people did or however they spoke bad about him or just people of color in basketball during that time. You know, he still stayed steadfast the course that he did what he loved and definitely made a mark in history for doing so. So, yeah.
What's something that he said to you that will stay with you for your lifetime?
He told me, and I was feeling down one day, he told me, he said, the Lord can make your gray skies blue. And I always remember that. I always remember that. He always tells me, if you wake up today, definitely there's something else you're supposed to be doing down here and be busy finding out what that is. So my uncle is all about pressing forward, encouraging people, inspiring a generation to greatness, just as he was in his coming along.
That's right. And he's here to encourage us. He will be back home on this Labor Day weekend. Sunday, September 6th is the event from 4 to 7 p.m. at Ward Chapel AME Church at the Ann O. McDonald Family Center. That's 11410 Old Halls Ferry Road in Florissant. So please consider supporting this event, connecting with this legend, a proud mark in time for us here in St. Louis. He's inspired his family, friends, and countless fans with his work ethic, integrity, perseverance, dedication, and humbleness on and off the court. We call him JoJo affectionately by those who know him, and he always takes time to encourage anyone he encounters. We want to do the same for him in this celebration as he's inducted to the 2015 NBA Hall of Fame.
Yes, I'm so excited.
We're going to celebrate this hometown hero. And Sandra, tell us where they can find out more.
Well, they can email me at scollier, that's SCOLLIER314 @gmail.com, or they can call my phone, 489-2031, and we will definitely be taking tickets up until August the 27th. After such, if people are going to come to the door, I'm hoping I won't have that many, but the tickets will be $35 at the door. So if you get in touch with me before that, tickets are $25. We don't have a whole lot left, but we do have a few. And definitely I want to make sure I extend that to anybody that I may have missed in the community, friends or family or fans that would like to attend this wonderful all-white celebration for JoJo's pre-Hall of Fame induction.
All right. Niece Sandra Collier, thank you for joining us and sharing this great opportunity with our community.
Thank you, Ms. Harrell.
All right, that's it for this week. If you have questions or comments or have something you'd like to include in the community calendar, you can leave a message on our message box at 314-333-8369, 314-333-8369. And for more information about our show or any of our guests, you can visit us online and listen to the podcast at Spreaker.com. That's SPREAKER.com. And search Community Connection with Jade Harrell. You all be blessed, do blessed, and take care.